The war in Ukraine continues with great intensity. Russia has shown it wants more land, not just the 4 areas it already took. Andrei Kartapolov, a top Russian official, warned Ukraine might lose more big cities like Zaporizhia and Dnipro. This means Russia plans to take more parts of Ukraine. The Kremlin says it is ready for peace, but with conditions. Russia wants Ukraine to agree to its terms or it will keep fighting. Vasily Nebenzia, Russia's representative at the United Nations, repeated this. Russia demands that Western countries stop sending weapons to Ukraine. President Vladimir Putin signed a new law on May 30, 2025, affecting companies making military goods. This shows Russia is moving its economy to a full wartime footing. They are preparing to support a long and difficult conflict. These actions paint a clear picture of Russia's intentions. They are not just fighting for the areas they currently hold. They have ambitions for more Ukrainian territory. The conditions they set for peace are very demanding for Ukraine. It suggests that Russia is not looking for a quick end to the conflict unless it is on their terms. The situation remains very serious for Ukraine and its allies. The future looks like more fighting. The war is far from over. There are plans for peace talks in Istanbul on June 2, 2025. However, many people are not hopeful about them. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has said he is doubtful. It is not even certain if Ukraine will send anyone to Istanbul. This shows a lack of trust. Without trust, it is very hard for any real talks to happen. Russia plans to send a low-level group led by Vladimir Medinsky, who led earlier unsuccessful talks. This suggests Russia is not very serious about peace. While talk of peace happens, Russia continues its attacks. On the night of May 30th, 31, Russian forces launched many drones and missiles. Ukrainian forces managed to shoot down 42 of these drones. These attacks hit normal civilian buildings and services. They targeted places in Kharkiv, Sumy, Cherkasy, and Donetsk regions. The Ukrainian Air Force also said it shot down 3 Kh-59-69 missiles. These constant attacks on cities and towns make life very hard for Ukrainian people. They also show that Russia is willing to keep up the pressure. Successful peace talks seem even more distant. Russian forces have made some gains on the battlefield. The Russian military said it captured 2 villages, Vodolahi in Sumy and Novopil in Donetsk. These captures, if true, show that Russia is still trying to take more land. Even small villages are important in this kind of war. Each village taken means Russia controls a little more territory. There is also video evidence of Russian advances. This footage has been checked to confirm its location. It shows Russian soldiers moving forward in several places. They have advanced in the middle of Lipov, in the Lyman direction. Russian troops also moved forward in eastern Oleksiivka, near Kurakov. Another advance was seen in the center of Novopil, in the Velika Novosilka direction. These geolocated images give a clearer picture of where the front line is changing. They confirm some Russian progress. The overall picture shows that Russian forces are making slow but consistent advances in certain sectors. The fighting in these areas is very hard. Despite Russian pressure, Ukrainian forces are also fighting back hard. They have made some advances in different areas. Reports show Ukrainian soldiers moved forward near Vovchansk in the Kharkiv region. They also advanced near Toretsk, where Russian forces also claimed gains. This shows the back-and-forth nature of the war. Ukrainian troops also pushed forward in the western part of Zaporizhia region. These successes are important for Ukrainian morale. They show that Ukraine can still take back land. There is geolocated footage supporting these Ukrainian advances. This evidence shows Ukrainian forces moving north of Staritsya, in Kharkiv Oblast. Another confirmed advance was south of Kamyanska, in Zaporizhia Oblast. These visual confirmations are important. They prove that Ukrainian counterattacks are having some effect. The fighting causes great suffering in many regions. In Russia's Bryansk region, a train derailed and a bridge collapsed, causing deaths and injuries. Ukraine has not said anything about this incident. In the Zaporizhia region of Ukraine, a Russian attack killed a child and injured another person. This highlights the terrible cost of the war for ordinary people. The conflict continues to rage intensely across various regions. In the Sumy region of Ukraine, the situation is very tense. Ukraine had to evacuate people from 11 villages. This was because there are about 50,000 Russian troops nearby. Russian forces kept trying to attack in Sumy. They have not made confirmed advances there. However, there are unconfirmed claims that they took Vodolahi and Oleksiivka. This shows the constant threat to towns and villages near the border. People live in fear of attacks. In Kharkiv Oblast, Ukrainian forces have shown they can push back. They advanced north of Staritsia, as mentioned earlier. But Russian forces are still very active there. They conducted operations near Staritsia and the heavily contested town of Vovchansk. In Donetsk Oblast, the fighting is relentless. Russian forces kept attacking in many directions. These include Siversk, Chasiv Yar, Toretsk, Pokrovsk, and Novopavlivka. The war is also a major topic for international leaders. German Chancellor Friedrich Merz is meeting US President Donald Trump. The future remains uncertain and dangerous. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more updates.